Peace, peace, peace to my reflection, all the gods of the planet Earth. Oh yes, I love myself. But let me give a message to y'all, okay? Let me just build with y'all, man, because I love y'all. I love myself. Through this screen, I'm only talking to myself. You are me. Anyways, look. Just observe me right now. Look at me. See my hair growing? Yeah, it's growing naturally. My hair is growing, you see. You see I have a t-shirt on my head. Why do I have a t-shirt on my head? Why? Okay? Have any of y'all ever wondered that? Ever? So if you think about it, let me tell you why I have a t-shirt on my head. I'm gonna actually tell y'all why. So the reason I have a t-shirt on my head is because in our primal, most natural state, right? When we're like in tune with nature and all the animals, you know, okay? We would naturally grow our hair out. We would let it flow, let it grow. And we would feel powerful in our being and know exactly who we are, right? But you see, when I put this on my head, you know what it feels like? When the shirt comes down and it touches my shoulders, it feels like locks on my head, okay? I actually feel more powerful. I feel more protected just when I have this t-shirt on my head. Think about this. So the reason I'm dressing like this, right? The reason I put my t-shirt on my head is because I actually feel like I have my locks, my hair growing out on my head, and I feel more confident. I feel more protected. You see this? It's like a shield almost, because our hair actually has metals in it, okay? It's actually very powerful and very strong. That's why you see like people like Bob Marley, their locks are very strong and big, okay? It actually protects your head, because your head encases your brain, you know, and a lot of vital things in your body. So this is why we're supposed to grow our locks out, to protect our head, protect our being. Also because our hair is a superconductor of electricity, electromagnetic energy from the sun, right? So when I wear this t-shirt on my head, I feel like I feel my t-shirt touching my shoulders and shit. That's how it's supposed to be when our hair naturally grows out. It's supposed to feel it touching our shoulders naturally. It's supposed to be like that. That's how it's naturally supposed to be. Because if you let your hair grow right now, like any other animal in nature, you didn't touch your hair when you were growing as a kid, your hair would be down, touching your shoulders, touching everything, right? So this is our natural state. It's supposed to be like that, right? Our hair is supposed to be very long. And if your hair was that long, you wouldn't be able to go to the store, okay, and look normal to everybody in the society, okay? You wouldn't be able to wear a suit and try to get a job and look normal, because your hair is going to be so long. They're going to be like, you don't fit here, you don't fit here, you're not supposed to be here, right? But really, it's supposed to be in nature. In nature, you can grow your hair as long as you want. You can be you, right? But what are we living in? We're living in a zoo. In nature, you can be you, but in Babylon, you have to live in a zoo. This is a zoo, the system that we're inside of, right? You see? We're inside of a system. The animal that grows up and is born inside of the zoo thinks that the zoo is normal to be in. That's what you guys are. Anybody that's living in the system, working a 9 to 5, working a job, you think this is fucking normal. You think you're supposed to actually be doing this. No. You're supposed to be in nature. Rumbling in the jungle. Okay? Being an uncivilized black man, like the Willie Lynch letter says. An uncivilized, free black man, when you're free to do what you please. Because we are the true government of the earth. But we don't come here to harm anything, you know, for no reason. Even the alpha male in the primate family, the alpha male does what? It only gets violent when it's absolutely necessary. When it's absolutely necessary. That's the only time that the alpha male, the gorilla, the silverback will get violent. Otherwise, the silverback, as big as it is, as powerful as it is, it's always very chill and calm and tending to all the women, tending to all the children, okay? And helping all his colleagues and his brothers and his brethren. This is how the alpha male is supposed to be, okay? And have many women around him. Because the alpha male is very powerful and very valuable. Because he protects everything. He's one who he's the guiding. He's the roadmap. Okay? You see? So when I say my hair is supposed to be growing out like this, imagine my hair growing out, right? Long, touching my shoulders, doing all that, right? That's how it's actually supposed to be. And then my kids grow up, I birth them, I don't cut their hair, I let their hair grow. That's how a kid's supposed to look. Okay? When you're in your divinity, Your hair is very long and you can absorb all the light codes from nature and the universe. You see? But if you're living in a cold environment, your hair is going to fall out. Your hair is going to need extra ointment and oils you're supposed to put in your hair. You're not supposed to have to put any kind of oils or ointments or nothing in your hair. Because you're supposed to be living in your natural environment. Your natural environment, that's where your fruits grow. That's where your food grows. Fruits and vegetables, okay? When you're in your natural environment, that's where you know your hair is going to be able to thrive because the sun is going to be beaming on it and giving it all the nutrients it needs. It's going to absorb because it's the color of black, especially if you're black. If you're a melanated being, your hair is black. It absorbs the whole light spectrum, the whole thing. And it goes into your body, goes into every single cell inside your body, every single DNA, and it creates it, it corrects it, it gives information to every single cell in the body. You see? Because black, the color black only is existing when all colors are mixed together. This is why they say the dark night is much more rich than the daytime. Because the dark night holds infinite potential possibility of everything because it holds the whole light spectrum. You see, when you go to sleep at night and you close your eyes for a dream, in that dream you see darkness. When you close your eyes, you see darkness at first. Then out of that infinite potential of darkness, then you have all the creation. You have the life. You have all the imagination. Okay, and anything can be created. Anything is possible out of that darkness. Because that darkness holds the whole light spectrum. The whole electromagnetic spectrum. You see? So think about this. It's all psychology. What we try to ignore our primal nature habits. Man and woman, we try to ignore our natural habits, right? A man is naturally attracted to many women. He wants to go and be wild and be free and have sex and spread his genes as much as possible. Okay, a lion can have sex over 100 times with a certain female and multiple females. Okay, a gorilla can have sex multiple times in a day. We are animals too. We're part of the animal kingdom. The black man and woman, okay, the black man together with the woman become God, right? But the black man is supposed to be spreading his seed as much as possible as well. Okay, just like the other animals. And when he does this, then he's going to ensure survival for everyone, right? But then women want to say, oh, but I might not feel special. I want to feel special in that relationship, you know? I want to be able to, I don't want another woman, I don't want you as my man to love a woman more than me. This is what women would say. I don't want you to love a woman more than me. You see? But they're not thinking on a high frequency. Because the high frequency thinks about the all. The man is, the divine black man is thinking about the whole of humanity. The whole of humanity. So he does it, he calculates his moves very well. Okay? And very strategically. You see? So a woman must realize that the man is planning. He's trying to create a vision and create a mission. Okay? In order to guide his whole entire legacy. Right? So when we think about man and woman need to realize a man is not going to be able to be completely there for you all the time. Your man, especially if he's a smart and powerful man, he's going to be working all the time to do something, to move towards his vision. So he's not going to always be there for you. That's why you have sister wives, to be emotional support for you as well. Emotional and physical support for the children and the chores and the duties that you have to get done as well. Right? So you have to realize these things. You have to realize it. We're all just trying to help each other. We're all just trying to help each other. And woman, you must realize that a man, even if he's polygamous, we love you. We love you deeply. Deeply and intensely. Okay? Passionately. We can love you and multiple other women at the same time. Okay? In Babylon, when a man cheats, he's usually still with his girl. He wants to be with his woman. We love our woman. We never just don't like y'all. We love y'all. When we choose y'all because we want to be with y'all forever. All right? When I choose a woman, and even if a man cheats and he fucks other women, he's just trying to fuck because he has to fuck other women. That's his nature. Right? But in Babylon, that's been demonized. You see? So that woman, okay, she needs to realize what? That he is in his nature. He's in his nature. He actually has to do this. And you need to lower your ego and realize this is for the whole. A man can love more than one woman and still be happy with you. Okay? Be happy with multiple women and still be deeply in love with you. You see? When a man cheats, it's because it's his nature. When a woman cheats, okay, it's completely different. When a woman cheats, she actually is looking for another man to be with. Majority of them, right? Majority of y'all women will be looking for another man that you actually feel like you can continue and have a whole new life with and you love on a whole other level. This is why it hurts a man very deeply when we see you cheat, right? But when a man cheats, you will know that it's just for a nut. We didn't even like that girl that much or something like that, right? That's in Babylon. Truly, in the divine man's mind, we want to have sex with multiple women, but the multiple women that we're going to have sex with, we want to have a deeper connection with them as well, okay? And be connected with all of them, right? So when a woman cheats, it's because she's actually trying to find a new man. But women don't want to be with multiple men. They want to be with one man that they can trust fully and feel like he's capable of leading her family, okay? But a man, if he cheats in Babylon, right, it's because he just wants to release his seed. He has to release his seed, okay? But he might not know exactly what he's doing, right? But you have to recognize this. Men can have sex with multiple women and love all of y'all at the same time. We can do this, okay? A divine man that's skillful and knows how to handle his business. He can do that, right? But when it comes to women, if they cheat, it's because they want to actually be with somebody else. Because women only want one man. You only want one amazing man that you can depend on. Okay? Because women are naturally dependent. That's it. So you have to realize that. Okay? I remember what I said earlier. The reason I'm wearing this t-shirt on my head is why? Because naturally I feel more powerful and more protected and more strong when I have this on my head. Why? Because I can feel the protection, okay? My hair is supposed to come down like this, so it's supposed to protect my skull. Because our hair is very strong, okay? Black people hair is very strong. When it comes down, it actually is like, you can hit it and you can actually protect your skull. If something hits your head and your hair is there, you will literally protect your head. That's why we're supposed to have long hair. So I don't feel good having short hair. It doesn't even feel natural to me. That's why I put this on my head sometimes, okay? Because we're supposed to actually have long hair. Me, my kids, everyone. This is our natural state. You see? So when we're living in nature, we truly, the most valuable thing ever is just being with your family and having peace. Peace is everything. Peace is the most valuable thing ever, right? This is why one of the most peaceful times and most valuable times that we love a lot is sleep. When we sleep, we're in such a peaceful state. Our senses are low, you know, we're just enjoying and being peaceful. There's harmony. You don't feel any fight or no kind of fight, no kind of struggle. It's you're relaxed, okay? So peace is so valuable. This is why we do certain things in order to have peace. People think that we want to get all this money in the world. We're going to get all this money, or we want to get this girl, or we want to get this guy. Yeah, we do want to get this girl, get this guy. True. But what are we truly looking for? When we look for all that money and all that, we're not really looking for the money just so we can spend everything. We really want that security and that peace, okay, that comes with achieving all these things, right? We really want to achieve peace because peace is the most valuable thing ever, right? But if you think even deeper, because you know I go deep, let's go deep. Peace is amazing, right? But when it comes to peace, we still want a little bit of drama. We do. Or maybe a lot of drama. Why do we have polarity? Polarity exists for a reason. We actually enjoy drama. Women enjoy drama. Men enjoy drama. Even though some of them want to act like they don't. They enjoy drama. We like fighting. Fighting is like a drama. Okay? And we can assert our dominance and feel our strength. Okay? And prove ourselves. Okay? And conquer things. So peace is not the only thing. We do value peace very much, but we actually enjoy drama. Drama is contrast. You see? So it goes deeper. It goes deeper. That's the polarity of life. We don't want only peace. If we were peaceful all the time, everything was always namaste, namaste, 24/7 all the time for infinity, 200,000 years, 20,000, 100,000 years, 50 million years, peace, all that time? Yeah, no. Nobody would like that. It would become a hell, right? So it's not all supposed to be about peace. Drama and contrast is a part of life, right? So that's another thing we actually want to create. We actually want to have that. That's why certain women, they don't like it. Nice guys. If you're a nice guy and you're too fucking nice all the time, everything's always going good, you never get emotional, you're always neutral all the time, she's gonna get bored of you. She will get bored of you, my nigga. She has to. Because it's too damn peaceful. We cannot have peace all the time. Women do not want to have peace all the fucking time. Nobody does. No one does. You might think so because we live in a fairy tale land where people think that shit, but that's not real. What's real, okay, is that we want to have drama sometimes. That's the truth, right? That's just the truth. So, yeah, if you see that, it's funny. When I see certain comments on Instagram, people saying dumb shit, I'd be like, what the fuck? Why would God create this shit? Then I remember, I created this shit on purpose. I had to create dumb people. I had to create people that say stupid shit. I had to do that. I had to create them to do this dumb shit because if I didn't, I would go crazy. You can't have peace all the time. Okay, so women, they're more right-brain thinkers, so they're more creative, more spontaneous, like to do random things and have fun all the time, right? This is the perfect balance for a man because a man, we think with the left side of the brain, the logical side of the brain. Logical side of the brain is always thinking, oh, math, logic, zeros and ones. We need to get this shit done. Okay? Let's create the foundation. Let's do this. Let's calculate that. That is so boring. Okay? Men have to do this because it's essential. We need the structure and order. But if we're too focused on this, we're too masculine, okay? We become so fucking depressed. Because like my dad, he's so focused on helping the family, creating things and getting things right, getting things done, that he forgets that there's the right side of the brain. We have to actually have balance and know how to have fun and do things that actually don't make sense. Logic is always about making sense. Doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm a man. Let's do this. If we do this, let's make sense out of it. Let's do this. But women, they understand that you don't have to always make sense. You don't. That's how you enjoy life, when you have fun. Children, they're always happy all the time. Why? Why? Okay, they get sad sometimes too. They cry because they need food and shit, right? But a lot of the time, they're happy because they do random shit. They're just doing whatever they want. They're being free. So women are like this. Women are like children, okay? They think with the right side of the brain, and it's much more expansive than the left side of the brain, okay? The logical side. Women are more creative, more random sequence, and fantasy-like, and they like to live in a fantasy, right? And just have fun, right? So they're not worried about all these responsibilities. They don't want to be worried about responsibilities. That's why they are so close to children. That's why they birth children, because they're just like the children. The children comes right out of them. Because the children, they want to have fun with them. They have to be able to learn how to play and be playful with the child a lot, okay? So they connect very deeply with children, right? So that's why they're like children. When you hang around something a lot, you become like it. So women hang around children a lot, so they are actually become like children. See? So they like to enjoy and not have boundaries. They don't like to have boundaries. They like to do whatever they want. Okay? Women are actually like this. So that's why they need a man to actually bring the structure and order and not be too nonsensical and have so much fun. So men are more serious. Okay? Women are less serious. Because they don't have to strive and work super hard in order to get something done. I have to become an engineer man. I have to become a construction man. I have to become an electrician. Women don't have to do this. Women just have to grow up, okay? Be beautiful, be sexy. And if they're broke and 19, 18 years old, 20 years old, they can get a rich man to pick them up and just take them into their lives. A rich man that has his life already planned out and had to work for that his whole life. Okay, so men have to work for their value. Okay, and women are just born with the value, because the more valuable a woman is when she's in her most fertile state, which is when she's at a younger age. So when she's very fertile, okay, and she's at a young age, this is when rich men would obviously like her because she's in her virgin state. She's less used. Okay, women are more valued by purity. Women have value in their purity. the less they have sex with multiple men and things like that and get less trauma, okay, they're more valuable because they're more pure at their younger age. As a woman ages, she becomes less valuable, if you want to call it like that, right? Because her value goes down because she gets older, okay? And when women get old, they go into menopause, okay? Things like that, okay? Their sex drive gets a little bit lower sometimes, right? But men, as they're young, they don't have any value because they have to work towards their success, because men have to be protectors and providers. So when a man works towards his success, right, he becomes a provider now. And he had to work for that for years. And now when he's a millionaire, you see, that's where he's most valuable. So when men get older, usually they become more valuable, right? But then when women are younger, that's when they're the most valuable. So women have to be trying to find a mate, right? And find a rich, powerful man because they have a hypergamy mindset, which means to go for the most valuable man and resourceful man that they can find because they want to ensure protection and love for their offspring. Simple, okay? So that's why they would go for the most powerful man they could find. Women are naturally like this. They know this because they're going to birth children, right? But men, they're looking for the most pure woman they can find, less touched by other men, okay? Because men are very territorial, okay? And we want to have children based on us because we want to multiply our genes, okay? Animals in nature even know this. When they have a woman and they want to have sex with her, if they see her with offspring from another male, they will actually kill that baby because the man wants to spread his genes, okay? The male wants to spread his genes. This is the difference, right? So the male wants to spread his genes. That's why he wants to make sure that woman is just for him. Men are naturally territorial, and men wants to have multiple women, okay? But women naturally want to have one man. But that's the polarity of it, okay? That's what creates the balance. If men wanted multiple women and women also wanted multiple men, it would be so chaotic. God created it for balance. So a man can want multiple women and have multiple women, okay? And then a woman is only attracted to one man that she really wants, okay? This is just how polarity works. And it creates a harmony, a balance. Opposites attract in that sense, okay? The masculine and feminine are opposites. A man is hard and strong. A woman is soft and feminine, okay? Submissive, soft-spoken. That's what attracts us to the man. That's nice and rough and strong and aggressive, okay? It's the opposites that attract them. See? And they're amazed by each other because a man is like, how is a woman so damn soft and sensitive? I could never even imagine how they could be like that. This is what goes through our mind. We're like, that's amazing. How can they cry all the time? We don't understand it. Because a woman is like a mystery to a man. A never-ending mystery. And then a man is like a never-ending mystery to a woman as well. When they see the aggressiveness, right? And the strength and the power. A woman tries to think like, damn, what is it like to be that powerful? Right? They can't fathom it because they're not that strong. Right? Because you can only know something if you are it or if you delve deep into it. Right? If I eat an Oreo right now, right? And then I ask a person or a friend to eat that same Oreo. If he wants to, if I say, oh, don't eat the Oreo, I'm going to eat the Oreo, and he asks me, what does it taste like? If he asks me, my friend asked me, what does the Oreo taste like? Right? I'm going to try to explain to him. I can explain to him for hours and hours and hours what the Oreo tastes like. Oh, it tastes like this. It has a nice vanilla kind of taste. If you never tasted vanilla, you don't know what that means. You don't even know what it means. Okay? Because you haven't felt it. Feeling is knowing. Feeling and being is knowing. Okay? So if you never actually tasted that Oreo, then that person cannot explain to you how that Oreo tastes. They can't. They will never be able to explain it. Okay? And even if I explain it, that doesn't mean that they actually know what it is. They don't know what it is. They don't know what it feels like. They don't know what it tastes like still. If I wrote a 3-page book about it, right? So what I'm saying is, you can't know something unless you actually are it, or you are it. So women aren't actually men. So they can never truly, completely understand what a man is like and what it feels like to be a man. It's impossible. And a man can never feel what it's completely like to be a woman. It's impossible. Because we don't have a vagina. We can't feel it. We can't actually feel it. But we can conceptualize it and think about what it might be like. Okay? We can conceptualize it and think what it might be like. So the only way to truly understand the male and the female, for us to understand each other, is for us to study the behavior of what we each other do. right? So we see how a woman reacts when you do this or when you do that, or we see how she reacts when you do this, right? But we see how a man reacts when a woman does this or a woman does that. And we ask a man, how does it feel like when you get turned on looking at a woman? It feels like this. Or we ask a woman, how does it feel like when you get turned down looking at a man? It feels like this. But she's only explaining. That doesn't mean we can actually truly understand them. So the only way to understand each other is by looking at the patterns. We have to look at the patterns of the behavior of men and look at the patterns of the behavior of women, okay? Then when we put these two together, okay, and we study the opposite sex, we have to actually study each other. Women, go study men. Go look up, how do men act? Why do men do what they do? How do men think, okay? Go look up right now on YouTube. It's all over the internet. It's the age of information. You can figure out anything, right? Go look up, how do men think? Why do men do this? Why do men have to have so much sex? Then go look into the science of it, okay? You have to actually do this actively if you want to understand the psychology of a man, okay? If you want to be with a man, if you want to love something, you have to know how that thing works. Then you can love it. Because you can't love something if you don't know how it works. Yes, that's why love is understanding. Because you must understand what it is, what that person is, in order to love it. You have to understand what it is, okay? If I want to plant a flower, okay? I'm planting a dandelion flower, okay? I have a pot. I have to know that it needs water at a certain time. I have to know that it needs sunlight so I can put it outside. If I keep it inside and I don't know what it wants, that means I don't understand the plant. If I don't understand the plant, I can't truly love the plant because it's going to die. It's going to die now because I don't know what it actually needs. So you have to know what each other needs. We have to know what a man needs and we have to know what a woman actually needs, okay? In order for us to love each other, we have to understand how each other think and how we work. So women, your assignment, go look up, how does a man mind work? What are men ruled by? Men are ruled by the left side of the brain, the logical side of the brain, and why? Why? It's for survival, because we have to get certain things done. So we can't be worried about our emotions and feelings. We have to get things done without feeling some type of way. Because if we let our feelings rule us, then we wouldn't get certain things done that we need to get done. Right? I feel like, oh, I don't feel like doing this today, okay? Then the whole family is going to be broke today. They're going to be broken. We're going to starve, okay? So a man has to not be led by his emotions. He has to be able to be led by his logic, his mind, and alone, and be like almost like a robot. So men are almost like robots, and we just want to get our things done. But nowadays, the script has been flipped, and they turn men into more emotional and not know how to be logical and be able to get things done that they need to get done without using their emotions, okay? So this is the problem that we're facing right now, basically. And we have to learn how to get out of it. We have to reverse the process. We just have to reverse the male mind's process, okay? And the woman's mind processing. Okay? And we have to understand each other in order to do this. We have to understand each other. Okay? So men like me, okay, black man, whoever you are, black, white man, whatever you are, Indian man, you have to look up, how do women think? What is their nature? What is a woman's nature? Okay? Study that. Then you'll understand women more. When you understand them more, you can love them more. Second, women, look up how a man's mind works. Okay? What does a man actually want in a woman? What does he want? What does he need? Go look it up. You can actually find out what men actually want. Okay? Because there's certain things, people have done studies on them. Okay? Studies are just studying patterns of nature, patterns of human behavior. And then you can find a final outcome, and then you get a fact. A fact is something that has just been repeated and has been proven to happen again and again and again. That is a fact. So if you go look these up, you can find out facts about men and how they think. When you figure that out, how they truly think, okay, you can't just look it up and then be like, oh, this is right. No, you have to really look it up. Different pages, different sites, and really go deep into it and figure out how do men think. When you find out how a man thinks, then you're able to understand him more. When you can understand a man more, then you can love him more. You have to actually understand his mind and his nature in order to love him, okay? You have to look up, how do men work? This is what you have to actually do, okay? I look up how do women's mind work. I look up how women's psychology work, okay? That's why I can attract a lot of women, because I know how their mind works and also dealing with a lot of them. It's simple. So we have to actually study. Both man and woman have to study, because we have been programmed for years and years about how men and women might actually work. But we've been lied to since we were children. If you know that the white man rules the system and all this, we know that they've been lying to us, okay? So you know that you've been taught lies. You have to unravel those lies, and you need to go look up the actual truth. So the actual truth is not in plain sight. How a man's mind works is not in plain sight. If you see dumbass niggas online, they're saying dumbass shit like, oh, I really am monogamous and I want one woman. Men that want multiple women are just misogynistic or some shit. Okay? That's going to be in plain sight. The lies is going to be right in front of your face. Right? The truth, the actual truth, is you have to dig for it. You have to dig for it. You have to actually, use your discerning mindset. Okay? And put patterns together. How do men actually work? Okay? When I see men in relationships with women and it's monogamous, do they actually stay faithful? No, they're always cheating. Even my relationship, they're always cheating. Okay? Then you'll know, okay, they're cheating for a reason. Because they actually have to fuck multiple women. That's in their nature. Right? So you will learn these certain things when you look deeper. And then you have to not be lying to yourself. Okay? I know the truth is hard to accept sometimes, but you have to stop lying to yourself. Tell yourself the truth. It might hurt at first. Actually, the truth is supposed to hurt. If it sounds good and it feels good, that's not the truth. Usually the truth is going to hurt. Why is the truth going to hurt? Because we have been fed lies for years, our whole life, literally. So everything that sounds comfortable to us, that's usually a lie. The truth is going to feel uncomfortable. Right? The truth will feel uncomfortable because we've been actually lied to about everything, almost everything. And if you've done any kind of research, you know that already. Right? So, y'all do your due diligence and do your research, my nigga. I love my reflection. I love myself. Yes. So y'all stay up, man. Hey, and peace to all the goddesses in the room, man. I love y'all. I love my reflection.